So I've decided, I think what I'm going to do is look into getting a private lesson on the motorcycle. And I think the focus for me would be the slow speed maneuvers, and if they go on the road like this, to have someone watch what I'm doing in curves. But really the slow speed stuff, I know the guys from the local motorman course, I think, do private lessons, but I didn't get a lot out of the group session with the way they taught, so I don't think it's going to be a whole lot different one-on-one. But at least would have given me a chance to have a conversation. In that group session, you're getting little nuggets for like 30 seconds before they want you to move on so they can talk to the next rider coming up behind you. And pretty much it was go faster, go slower. And I've mentioned I didn't know if that meant more brake, less brake, or throttle, no throttle, if it meant use your rear brake or front brake. It was just go slower. And I think there's got to be more to it than that, because there's a lot of ways to go slower. There's engine braking, there's rear brake, there's forward brake. And maybe they assumed we came in with knowing their technique, and maybe it was supposed to be more just rear brake or something, but I didn't do good in that course. And I've been spooked by some of my recent that I've never had. On this topic, I'm getting more nervous rather than less, because I haven't been this nervous before. And then, you know, some of the comments are hidden that you guys don't see. I guess YouTube filtered some of them, and I have the option to publish them or not. And you know, some of the comments have been like, you got to be an effing idiot to not know how to make a turn. Everybody is faster on curves than you. You're an effing idiot. Well, I get a lot of that, and you know, and my retort is usually, we didn't all come out of the womb like you, knowing how to do all of these things. And you know, I think there's probably a lot of people that watch these videos that are in a similar boat, learning how to do this stuff. And of course, most of the videos out there, people show their highlight reel of what they're doing right. So I'm being a little bit transparent to show kind of some of the other stuff, the other side. Pictures from life's other side, as Hank Williams might say. But it's like the thing that is making me nervous now is like this left turn up here. Like, that is just so slow and jerky, and but that turn right there is probably the one I find the toughest. A left turn when there's a car with their nose sticking out, and I can't do like a curve. I've got to do kind of more of a sharp left. I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but I do struggle with the relationship between the throttle and the clutch, and how to steer through one of those. I know the Motor Safety Foundation course people here, they don't offer the intermediate and advanced courses here because they said there's not enough demand, which is interesting to me. So they said they offer private lessons, and I have no idea what the quality of those are. You know, the MSF course goes by the playbook that they're taught in that foundation, and it's pretty much basic, you know, on starter bikes, I would call them. And you know, some of us have heard the joke they make at the end of it that, congratulations, you know how to ride your bike at 15 miles an hour in an empty parking lot in a straight line. maybe they throw that in there, even though you do some different stuff in the MSF course. I think I might start with them. I think, you know, what happened with that stop sign video I posted, that man, the front wheel was carrying the bike to the right. You can't really see it on the video, but I barely saved it from dropping. Like, it was going down and I caught it. But like a car would pull up to this intersection of going to the right and turn their wheel to the right. And with the motorcycle, I was kind of thinking, okay, I'll get the motorcycle pointed to the right. But that's not right. You know, I think you could stop and then have your wheel pointed to the right after you stop, you know, before you start. I think that's what I was doing wrong. All right, we're about to cross the James River. The James River splits Richmond and the suburbs north and south. People will use, you know, do you live north of the river or south of the river? And I have flown my drone here quite a bit. When I was in high school, I dated a girl that lived on this road down here on the right. And, you know, the bluegrass song talking about, I can barely remember what she looks like, but 30 years ago she was my dream. So, I couldn't remember which house it was. If I took my time and really looked, I could probably figure it out, but I know the stretch of the road, and on quick looks I know which ones it's not, but I remember her name. Yeah, it's right along this stretch on the right. What was that song title? Tennessee 1949. That's what I was looking for. That was the name of that song, Tennessee 1949. A lot of this I'm passing right here. When I was running around this area in high school, it was all woods. A lot of the stuff wasn't here at all. Like everywhere, right? Everything grows up. And as Travis Tritt's song said, country ain't country anymore. Now, another thing I tend to watch is if the locals are all doing the speed limit, there's probably a good reason for that. And try to be careful with such things. I haven't gotten a speeding ticket in, man, I don't even remember. Honestly, I might have been in college. I don't even think I've been stopped. And it's not for lack of trying, to be quite honest. Whether on the bike or in the car. It's interesting, guys, comparing, like, I'm going 70 miles an hour without a windshield. And, you know, it's not, it hasn't bothered me. My head isn't buffeting up and down. But the other day when I was on I-295, in one of these videos I shared it where, you know, I was going the same speed, 60, 70, and felt like I was going to be pulled off the bike. And it was so uncomfortable. The wind was pushing me hard. I was rocking and rolling. Well, there, I might get my first ticket. We'll see. Got no warning from anybody on that. No, he's not moving. And that's when all these people slow down, is after they've already passed. I feel like that's a speed trap out here. But he could have given me a ticket probably if he wanted to. He might have just been parked there as preventive presence. So I've got this thing where with my Cardo and my phone, and I don't know if it's related to the nav unit, but, well, it is related to the nav unit, because what happens is the nav unit, I guess, interrupts the phone somehow. And even though I'm not playing music, when the navigation, it doesn't do it every time, goes sends a message and then comes back off, it'll start playing music as if you hit the play button, but it doesn't do it every time, and it's real annoying. They have this thing where you can sync up your music through the navigation when it's on. It is pretty neat. It shows you the album art, but I don't need that. It's a distraction, and I tried to unsync it, and I think I did, where it wouldn't be syncing to the phone. Because what happens is all these devices start fighting for priority. So let's see, I don't know if this is a lane or a right turn, but these are the areas where I struggle, like front and rear brake, how much to use the rear brake, how to make a nice smooth looking turn. And that goes way too wide. Like, how do you do a not so wide turn? I feel like that was just terrible. I guess I just got to be comfortable with going slower